Welcome back to the Vault Studios YouTube channel. My name is Sam.
And I'm Angel.
And today we're going to be looking at some really well-edited films and some pretty poor ones. So what films did you bring?
I brought some clips from the new Jurassic World movie, and I also brought some clips from the new 28 Years Later film.
I brought some clips from the new Superman movie, as well as some clips from the new Netflix show Adolescents.
Let's start with the new Jurassic World movie.
Would you say that was a good or a bad edited clip?
From like a viewing standpoint, like as a viewer, like it had me shook. I was like, oh my gosh, the dinosaur got the helicopter. But like from an editing standpoint, like continuity standpoint, you see the helicopter like shining straight forward, and then when it appears out of the smoke, you see the helicopter sideways.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, how does that work?
I know personally I thought it was like a very cool reveal to have the light beam coming through the smoke, but theoretically time space, it makes no sense. Like wouldn't the light beam be going to that side? Like I feel like if you got a car and did like car headlights, it'd make a lot more sense.
Yeah, or even if they showed like the light moving to the side, then it would like make more sense.
Yeah, it's just one of those like little continuity things that I feel like you don't really understand when you watch the film, but you definitely get it when you like go back through with a critical eye.
And I've found that there was like a lot of continuity issues with the film, editing wise. Specifically at the beginning of the clip, you see I don't know if you noticed any of the continuity issues with where the characters were standing.
I personally didn't. I was more paying attention to the lighting.
Yeah, there's like a lot happening, and I didn't necessarily notice it when I was first watching it. What I did notice while I was watching it was, because I was just kind of confused, like it just didn't sit right with me, where the main actress is like running, and then in the next time we see her, she's not running.
I did notice that. It was weird. It's like, she just like, if you got like a clip where she like slowed into like more of a walk or something like that, I feel like it would blend a lot better than running, stop.
Exactly, especially for such a high money movie. Like, that's stuff you think about.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you also noticed in those scenes, but like, there's a random person like sitting on the dock.
I did see that.
I was like, what's going on? And it would show like some actors like running forward, and then in the next scene they're behind someone else, and it was just like, what's going on?
So what do you think in films causes there to be so many continuity issues like that?
Well, the main person whose job that is a script supervisor. So I don't know if they had to take so many retakes of that scene that it just got so confusing, and then in editing the editor was like, this is the best we go and get. And it was like so much other stuff was happening that they thought we would be distracted by the monster or some other stuff.
Yeah. Interesting.
But good film. Definitely recommend it.
Really? Okay. I still have not seen it. Maybe I gotta go check it out finally.
Yes.
Now, I brought some clips from the new Superman movie trailer. Personally, for me, this is less about bad editing and more about bad VFX. To me, it looks a lot like a video game cutscene. Like, I feel like I'm playing like a Superman video game, less of watching a multi-million-dollar film. It looks very animated to me. It looks very like kind of just weird CGI. I feel like it's a stylistic choice maybe, but it's not necessarily like it's bad CGI. It just looks like really hyper animated.
Okay, let's see it.
I think especially like, you know, when you get into some of these like costumes, like the textures of the fabrics, like right here, like I feel like it looks like I'm watching like, I don't know, like a CW special.
I agree, like there needs to be more textures on their clothing or something.
Yeah, it just I think you nailed it on the head right there. It's not that it's like bad CGI, it just feels like it's so glossy.
Yeah.
It feels like plastic.
Yeah, like they really skimped out on those VFX.
I feel like it's also probably like they did so many on that film. Like it looks like almost like every shot in there has like so many VFX that maybe they were just like really over budget or like really on a crunch time. So they're just like, yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, which is like kind of weird for movies that have such big budgets to like be like, I'm just going to put this out, even though it's like quote unquote unfinished. Which is interesting. But yeah, it could also be a stylistic approach. Have you ever seen the Barbie movie?
I have.
Does it look, I've never seen it. Does it look like that?
No, not really. I feel like parts of it look a lot more plasticky, but like to me I think it's really kind of odd because like that film, like it was supposed to be a toy, so I feel like my brain was more forgiving to it. And it was like, since they had like such big sets and like pieces that they were interacting with that were like toy-like, that it felt like it was okay for it to look a little bit more plasticky in those moments, or like they went for like a very hyper designed like set pieces where it's like, yeah, this is toys, versus this it's like, oh, the football field looks real, but the characters on the football field look like they're plastic.
Yeah, like when you showed me that scene where it like pans down to the steps, like the plane looked real, and then you look at the steps and you're like, what is this? Looks like a coloring book.
Yeah, there's one more clip I want to show you from here. I think it's in here. Yeah, no, the stadium just like their face looks real because I think their face is like filmed expressions, and then they're like added on CGI would be my guess. So it's like this building explodes, and it's just these bottle rockets, which like that I saw. This is why I wanted to talk about it. It's because I think it's like.
I do remember you showing me that clip.
I think it's like the textures of the rockets, like they're so bright and vibrant, and there's like looks to me like there's so little shadows on them. Not to mention, I think the way that they fly in front of the character's face, like, it almost looks like they should be hitting the character, but instead it's like really bending around the character that it just feels kind of fake.
Yeah, like that AI video I'm editing, you can like tell the spatial differences, and that's like what you can see in that clip.
Yeah, it's like the spatial differences are especially like the ones that like go by the head. It feels like it's about to go like boop, but instead it goes like boop.
Yeah, and it's like there's no interaction.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting movie. I'm excited to see how it comes out, and maybe those are like temp trailer VFX. Maybe they'll get better, but like time will tell.
I see. Do a lot of movies do that where they release a trailer and like, I mean, I know for indies they do. They release a trailer and the movie's not even finished.
Yeah, I think so. Like it's a lot of like work in progress stuff, and they'll keep getting worked on until they're done.
Maybe the VFX will be better in the final edit.
Who knows? We'll see.
The next clip I brought is from the new film 28 Years, and it was all shot on iPhones, iPhone 15s.
It's the same phone that I got right here.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should make a film using the iPhone 15.
Okay, so a few things I'm going to talk about this clip is the aspect ratio and the depth of field. iPhones don't get that much great of depth of field. I don't know if your phone does cinematic mode.
It does, but it's so weird. It's like weird fringing around the head.
Yeah, it's like not very good.
It's like a weird cutout.
Yeah, so everything they did a lot of work in post. Like, they made that depth of field in post, right? They definitely added a blur or something.
Well, so there's two things that are probably going on here. From behind the scenes photos, it looks like they actually put a lens on the iPhone camera. If you look at it, they're putting like really fancy high-end cinema glass. And my guess is I don't really know what lens is coming, but I'm curious to know if it's actually anamorphic lenses that are getting that stretch in camera, or if they're just going on and letterboxing the film.
Right. So you're saying that they lied to me. They used iPhone 15, but they used lenses on it. Oh my gosh. I was giving this movie so many props. I was giving the iPhone 15 so many props. Oh, what? What? They put a whole lens on it.
They use the iPhone almost as like the sensor of the camera, but they still put everything else on it. So it's not truly just like a shot on iPhone. Like if we went out with just my phone and filmed some stuff, it wouldn't be the exact same.
Yeah, because like I'm a big believer about like lenses do so much to your camera. You can have a shitty camera and really good lenses, and it's like the same as if you had a really good camera with an okay lens on it.
Same, and that's exactly what's going on in 28 years later.
Lenses play a big part. Like I do sports videography, and there will be lenses. $200,000 lenses.
It's wild,
and the
isn't
camera's
it?
like what, 5,000, 10,000, while the lens is even more.
It's wild, crazy. And it does so much. 28 years later, cool that it's shot on an iPhone, but Apple's leaving a little bit out of the marketing hype of what really went on that film.
Yeah.
Now, moving into something that actually required no editing at all, let's talk about Adolescents.
Okay.
Have you heard of Adolescents on Netflix?
Oh, who's in it?
I don't know.
I think I've heard it. I think I might have seen it like while I'm scrolling on Netflix, but I don't know if I've ever watched it.
Okay. Well, Adolescents is a single one take. They're not stitching it or anything. It's just a one take. There's 4 episodes. Each episode is one take from the beginning to the end.
Interesting.
It would have been easy to be an editor on that show. Like, cut the beginning, cut the end. Done. That's your
Done,
job.
Yeah.
But it was a really huge technical marvel because they're moving around to all these locations and doing all these like different camera rigs and stuff to get these characters through the scenes. So they're like running and passing these cameras off to the different operators. So it's really interesting to see how this film was made, and it feels really interesting because it's almost like you were making a play.
Yeah, it's like very live action. Like, I don't know if we've talked about it in one of our videos or one of our shorts, but I'm a big fan of pre-production, and it feels like they had to do a lot of that. Like, each room, they had to light it specifically how they wanted it to look. And I think they did a really great job.
I mean, especially think of it, like, they're looking in 360, unlike us here, which are just shoving lights right off of camera.
That's true.
For them, you have to be able to look in all those different directions without seeing it. So ceiling rigs, rigging outside of windows and stuff, like, All that stuff must have been so complicated.
Do you think they like in post they color graded it and it would like transition to a different color grade?
I'm sure they did. Like, they probably made, like, key points and doing all that and, like, working to, like, bring it into, like, different things. Because I'm sure when you're inside versus outside, they're all looking different and you're needing to pull different keys and make it look better.
I thought it looked pretty good. That makes me want to watch the film.
It's great. It's 4 hours. It's a miniseries on Netflix. Highly recommend it.
Okay. Yeah, because I wonder how many takes. Do you think that takes longer than shooting, like, if they did it regularly?
Well, I know that they did, I think it was 10 takes an episode. And so each episode, Monday through Friday, they do a take before lunch and a take after lunch. And so they spent like 3 weeks on an episode. They did like 2 weeks of rehearsal, and then they did like 8 or 10 takes for a full episode. Yeah, one before lunch, one after lunch, and they just ran it for a week. And then they went through, watched them all, and pulled the best take for the actual episode.
So it's not like they're like, ooh, let's do it again, but let's change that. And they just kept doing takes. It was like, okay, we're only doing 10, so we just got to get the best one.
Yeah. And so they would like run one and then give a bunch of notes. And then they would run it again and give a bunch of notes. And they weren't like calling cut like midway through. They were running the full hour-long performance.
Wow.
That's really different. Feels a lot like how you would tell like play and theater on modern day film.
Yeah. I really like that idea. Like a lot of some music videos do that. I've seen music videos do that, but that's so much shorter. So doing a whole like series is crazy.
Would you ever do it for one of your series?
I was just about to say that. Should we make something like that?
Part of me wants to do it. Like I feel like
it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. It's a good challenge, but it'd be a hard challenge.
But I think it'd be very rewarding and very fun and very like, oh my gosh, we just did that.
I think we should do it at some point.
We should do it.
Let's do it. Well, thanks for watching us yap about some different film projects that have recently come out. If you have any projects you want us to review, drop them in the comments down below and make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.
Bye.